Ons vertel jou volgende week meer van Annerie se eie projek kykNET. Wel, nou, by my in die ateljee is Jayne Crawshay-Hall en Maaike Bakker, albei mede-eienaars van Nou en Kontemporêre, en Bakker Charl Bezuidenhout, direkteur by WorldArt, sy het vanuit Kaapstad by ons aan. Charl, ek gaan sommer by jou begin. Jy is nou by die Investec Art Fair. Vertel ons meer oor hierdie jaar se uitstalling en spesifiek, hoekom het julle besluit om 'n fisiese uitstalling hierdie jaar te doen?
Wel, ons is natuurlijk allemaal baie bly dat ons 'n regte, egte kuns art fair kan hê, want ons het 2 jaar laas ene gehad. En dan natuurlijk, ja, so die scope is hierdie jaar soveel groter, omdat NFT's is een van die groot buzzwords en so aan. So dis een van die goeders wat mense ekstra kan doen. Ons het op hierdie stadium met ons 'n sekere projek aan die gang wat ons een van ons kunstenaars Winslyn se werk as NFT's gaan beskikbaar stel, maar hierdie fair gaan meer oor fisiese kuns. So ons gaan die geleentheid gebruik om te praat daaroor oor NFT's en mense bekend te stel aan so aan, eerder as, jy weet, daar's niks anders wat ons nou kan doen. Ons kan net nie verkoop hier so nie, maar in elk geval, dit is definitief op die agenda.
Great. Jayne, you decided to close your physical gallery. Tell me why, and what was the learnings through that process? Because the expectation is that I go into a physical space, see art, touch art, smell it, and then buy it. You decided not to go that way.
Yeah, look, it was the beginning of the COVID lockdown, which was quite tough. So we had to come up with a solution, and we were quite intuitive about it. We decided it was, physical interaction wasn't actually a possibility anymore. So we opted to close it. And I think the other thing is, one must be open to pausing and sort of standing back and thinking about what you can do. So we took it as an opportunity to rethink the way we would run our business, which is No End Contemporary. Yeah.
So we've heard it as well in the insert that you can see that there's more and more people buying art. Do you think there's a bigger appreciation for art at the moment?
I think so. I think people have missed it. I think, the art world almost came to a standstill at some point. And I think people want that interaction and they want that tangibility with art. It all went online and people sort of got fatigued with online interaction. And I think there's so much potential, and I think it can run alongside the physical experience, but I think people miss the physical experience.
Maaike, so let's talk about the intangible art, and it's fascinating that that's coming, that's coming about. So we spoke about NFTs. Yeah. In your view, it's a new technology. Where's this going? Does it make you excited?
Well, it's a tough one to answer. There's still a lot of learning that must happen. I think a lot of people in the art world are still trying to wrap their heads around why do we need NFTs? Do we need NFTs? And I think in general, everyone's quite skeptical. Some bigger, more established galleries have sort of embraced it and are running with it, and have artists that have minted NFTs. And obviously, anyone is able to mint an NFT, so there's accessibility that factors in. But then there are also questions around sustainability. So it's not the most eco-friendly thing to host NFTs, and that's also factors in a lot of skepticism. But beyond that, I think it's also there's something about the physical presence of an artwork. As Jayne was saying, people have missed seeing art in person. Also, a lot of people have been buying art so that they can actually live with it in their spaces. People have been spending more time at home. But I do think it's definitely there to stay. I think we still need to fully understand its potential. At this stage, it obviously helps us the emphasis is very much on the sort of capitalist value that is assigned to it through the blockchain. But beyond that, I think there's still a lot of figuring out as to what does it really contribute beyond just, the sort of monetary value that it assigns to work.
Charl, I want to chat to you about, of ek wil met jou gesels oor die NFT's natuurlijk nou by die art fair op die oomblik. Almal met 'n nuwe tegnologie dink daar is ook geld om daar uit te maak. En dis presies wat Maaike sê. Jy weet, die fokus is op die oomblik op waarde. Nou as ek 'n nuwe belegger is of dalk 'n ouer belegger is NFT's nou vir my 'n geleentheid om eintlik 'n goeie belegging aan te gryp.
Ja, ek dink soos met enige belegging is dit nie, die antwoord is nie so duidelik of so obvious nie. Maar wat ek vir wel kan sê is, ek sal begin by ons van 'n galery point of view. Vir my, ek doen dit nie regtig omdat ek noodwendig op hierdie stadium 'n geleentheid sien om geld te maak uit nie. Dit is 'n baie lekker geleentheid om jou kunstenaars wat jy verteenwoordig se profiel 'n bietjie te verhoog. So daar's definitief daai bemarkingsgeleenthede wat gekoppel is aan net die feit dat jy deelneem aan die proses of deel is van die proses. Dan in terme van NFT's as 'n belegging, ek dink dieselfde reëls gaan maar so geld. Jy weet, is dit 'n kunstenaar met 'n sekere profiel, is daar 'n sekere behoefte aan sy werk, en daarna, moet mens maar kyk hoe die dubbelsteentjies val. Ek dink definitief daar's mense byvoorbeeld wat invest in blockchain of cinema, ekskuus vir al die Engelse woorde, cryptocurrency en so on. Maar NFT's is net 'n manier om daai risiko van hulle bietjie uit te sprei. So in kort ja, maar dis nie so definitief soos wat as wat mense dalk sou dink.
Charl, vir die van ons wat nie weet nie, tot wanneer is die Art Fair?
Dit gaan aan tot eerskomende Sondag nou, so dit begin offisieel eintlik môreoggend. Vanaand is dit nou maar net die groot VIP opening. En dan is dit nou Vrydag, Saterdag en dan Sondag is die laaste dag, elke dag tot 7:00.
Maaike, ek wil vra, the fascinating thing is art can be quite confusing. So I walk into a space, to be honest, it's the same with me. I've got no idea how to identify, one, a really good artist. I can tell you what I like, but I don't know whether that's got any value, if that's the only consideration, obviously. But give an idea, an emerging buyer, someone that's brand new to it, what's your advice to those kind of buyers?
So, first of all, I always think you need to buy what you actually like. And, some people buy for investment and store it away, but if you're going to invest in art, if that's what you sort of choose to invest in, then actually choose something that you like and that you can show and live with and enjoy. Beyond that, obviously, for investment value, you need to look at the galleries the artist works with. You need to also, very important, is to look at how long the artist has been active. Have they sort of been creating work regularly? I think that's a big one. Then also technical things like, are they working with high quality materials? Is it archival? Those things you want the artwork to also last. So those are all sort of factors, but I think just also looking at the background and also the biography of the artist, not in terms of where they're coming from, but where they've shown, what they've done in their career, where they've had involvement, and like I said, whether they've actually been proactive in creating work.
Jayne,
Training.
Yeah, do you think we're doing enough though? So somebody should lead people through this process. You're talking about appreciation, the quality of materials. You're an entrepreneur with your own business. Isn't that the opportunity, is to guide people through this process?
Absolutely. Maaike and I both come from a teaching background, so we're both lecturers, and we've always wanted through No End Contemporary to also present an opportunity for people to learn how to work with a gallery. So for us, you have to be disciplined. You have to treat your art making as a career opportunity. So you've got to, be in the studio, you've got to be making work regularly, you've got to explore your concepts properly and be able to, articulate that. It's really important to be professional.
Yeah. Maaike, Jayne, fascinating industry that you're in and fascinating times. Thank you so much for your time. Dankie Charl vir jou ook hoor. Vleis en groente is meer as 8% duurder as 'n jaar gelede. Ook die dubbelsyferstygings in die prys van kookolie en ander vette duur voort en is nou al 22,9% duurder as 'n jaar gelede. Wat lê vir verbruikers voor? Hoe moet 'n mens met jou geld maak in die volgende jaar wat voorlê? En wat kan ons verwag van die minister se begrotingsrede volgende week? Wel, ons neem gou vinnige breek en gesels net daarna verder.